in internet land. Y'all say, hey, Portia Wilkins.
Hey, Portia
Yes. She sends me out, and I love what Kenny says all the time, that true power is never seen. She really is the true power behind the Wilkins family. And I'll tell you, without her, I would not be doing this again. I was pretty much done. Our story is very simple. We've been involved in the profession of network marketing for 12 years. And this year will make 13 years in August. And, you know, our story is not one that we rose to the top very quickly. It's just not. How many of you have, you got started and you saw a diagram that said sponsor 2 people and you're done? How many of y'all saw something like that, right? Put one on your left, one on your right, boom, they're going to duplicate. Before you know it, you're making all this money, and all of us said, yeah, sign me up. How many of us did this, right? All right, let me give you the good news. The good news, that's true. That's the start. Okay? We didn't say that's what, it's just going to stay there. It starts there. Okay? Everybody say you start with 2.
You start with 2.
Right. Aren't you glad you came to this positive session? So we didn't have to rise all the way up to the top, and that's just not our story. We didn't, our first year we didn't make 6 figures in network marketing. Our first, we didn't do it. Our first year we didn't make 7 figures. Matter of fact, our first 5 years, I'm talking about working the business, we didn't even earn $100,000 combined in the first 5 years. And yeah, everybody say wow. Wow. Say it backwards.
Wow.
You're gonna learn a lot today, I'm telling you. All right, we got 18 minutes. Okay. So that was not our story. We did not do that. But along the first 6 years, what I learned by coming to events like this, that's why I'm so glad you're here. Many of us, we've made the sacrifices to be here. And by the way, let me quantify, please, for your notes, what a sacrifice really is. A sacrifice must hurt. Yeah. A sacrifice really must hurt, because if it doesn't hurt, it's a temporary inconvenience, not a sacrifice. And so you missing power. Yeah. You missing housewife. That's not a sacrifice. And you got a DVR. All right. So I'm talking about real sacrifice when you're walking out the door and the kids are crying. Saying you've been gone. You've been gone the last 2 weeks. Where you going, Daddy? You just got home. And you gotta explain why you're doing this. See, TLC, please write this down. TLC is the what. TLC is just the what. It's the vehicle. But you got to find your reason why. That's your vision. But the first 5-6 years, we didn't make 6 figures at all. Not even close to it. But the last 6 years, because of what we learned, because of the notes that we took, not that we got lucky. Well, we did get lucky. LUCK, we labored under correct knowledge. Yeah, write that down. LUCK, labor under correct knowledge. We did do that. It wasn't luck. We earned millions of dollars, and I never say that braggingly, ever. Because there are people in this room, these ambassadors, executive ambassadors, that have earned more money in a month than many of us earned in our first 5-10 years of doing this. Are you listening to me? But I want you to understand something in network marketing. Income does not make you a leader. Yeah, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Are you listening to me? Because some of you celebrate and applaud these incomes of people, and I'm in the back crying for those people. Because I know what the train wreck is going to be, because until you've developed and mastered the basics of how you did it, you can't recreate it. And that's why people leave. Okay, I'm getting too close. All right. So I want to teach on not what I've heard. I want to teach on what we've learned to create it and recreate it, because you heard Mr. Fallon say 2016, they came for the company's head. That's when I got started. Are you listening to me? So, when the first wave of success and momentum was created, we were not even here. So when TLC was hot, it was going through the honeymoon phase of it. Everything has a honeymoon phase, right? Remember your honeymoon phase? Oh my gosh. How do y'all remember your honeymoon phase just with your wife, your husband, remember you on the phone with them? 1 a.m. in the morning. You sleep? No, I ain't sleep. Remember you used to do this, y'all? That's the hot honeymoon. I mean, it's just hot. Yeah, the tea just hot. It's just hot. How you doing? I'm terrific. I mean, it's just hot. Right? I mean, you just say I'm in TLC. Oh, join. I want to join. I'm in TLC. Everybody want to join. Right away, right? That was 2014 and 2015. Stormy Wellington, that was November 2014. Came in. They laid the foundation. Team USA laid the foundation. 2013. December 5th, 2013, right? I remember these dates. 2013, I studied this stuff. They got started 2013. She came in 2014. I mean, it's just hot. I mean, I need to join, child. I mean, yeah, you're going to drink that tea. Yeah, child, look at you. Everybody join. Running over each other to join. Oh, tea. That's right. I sold the tea out. With no tea nowhere. That's right. There was no tea anywhere. Is that right? And that's 2014, 2015. And so this phase, the phase of growth, that was everybody write it down, the hot honeymoon phase. Yeah, hot honeymoon phase. And so this is when I call these people accidental heroes. Uh-oh. All right, okay, let's do this. I'm going to attempt to speak without offending. But I want you to listen without defending. Is that okay? Everybody hug yourself quickly, please. Say, Jarrod Wilkins is my friend. All right. I don't want y'all to jump me and Raleigh. All right. All right, I want to make it out safe. Okay, so that's what phase is that? The what? The honeymoon phase. And then something happens along every relationship. You start hitting these little bumps in the road, right? Right? You start seeing stuff that you missed in the honeymoon phase. She can't really cook. I mean, she can fix stuff, but she can't. All right. I'm talking about building the business. I am. I really am. Yeah. He really don't make what you thought. Yeah. File on your taxes. I mean, just all type of different things happen. He may not be as romantic. See, you fell in love with this, but then over time you run into these little bumps in the road. Write this down. See, everybody wants the wedding. Very few people want the marriage. Oh, I'm coming for you today. Don't worry. I'm coming. Yeah, everybody wants the wedding. They want to run down the aisle, child. Oh, I can't wait. You run down the aisle and come limping back. I'm talking about TLC right now. And so this is what happens. Everybody gets excited. They're ready, and you hit these bumps in the road, and I've talked to, how many of you talk to everybody? You mean I've talked to everybody? I call it everybody. No, you ain't talk to everybody. I don't know what to do. They said made a list. I don't want to make no list. How about that list thing? I'm going to just post. You just post it up. As a tour taker. Just post it. Everybody say, talk to people. All right, so let me get into this. I got like 10 minutes. All right. Got 10 minutes. How many minutes I got? Okay, 20 minutes. He gave me everybody say thank you. Thank you. All right, give me 20 minutes. We're going to teach for 15, and we're going to shout for 5. Is that okay? Okay, so now, so here's what happens. Through this process now, you go through the hot honeymoon phase, and then you have to develop a skill set. It takes skills to pay the bills. You cannot become a millionaire until you become a skillionaire. It is a skill to get into these front rows and stay there.
Come on now.
Are you listening to me? And so I want to just kind of talk a little bit about the science of the calendar, because I don't train on a lot of things. I teach the same broken record. Some people say I'm old school. Some people say, oh, you need to get up with the times. And you have to understand, everybody has a different methodology or a different philosophy of building, and that's okay. As a matter of fact, the one I'm going to share with you that I've been practicing for the last 7 years, I did not even create it. I learned it. I learned it from a gentleman at the time. He was only earning, and I say only, because at the time he was only earning like 60, 70 grand a month. And we were attempting, because we looked at somebody else who was in another company that was making at the time $300,000 a month, and we tried to get this guy who was our mentor. And be careful who you call mentor. Some of y'all have made your mentor your master. I'm coming for you in 2 minutes. Because we quick to pick people up, and then we quick to tear them down. All right. And so now he goes from, we go trying to sell him on, hey, we need to do it this way and do it. He making 200 to 300 grand a month. You only making 60, 70. He says, no, I've learned from 2 of the people that became billionaires as distributors.